Yes, I'll put a light on. It makes a lot of difference. Yep. Ah, that's that stray cat, little Sheba. Hey Sheba. He's totally feral, but she used to sleep on my chair, but when she heard me going in the house, he jumps up. You don't know about cats, do you? What am I doing? Oh, these are what I mentioned, them tin plate adverts. Got a Vincent Vella set, Norton, which is going rusty, and a Triumph. Well, they had 2 Triumphs at that Steam rally, and they had a lovely BSA one for here. At the 10 quid each. Now looking at them I thought, and after an hour of looking round, only there an hour anyway, at Scorch and at Steam, I thought I'll go back and have another look at that BSA. And you'd have gone, someone had bought it. I thought it might look good here. Although there are some giant ones, but the giant ones weren't motorbike ones. The giant ones were just fitted there, but they had a Flying Scotsman one about that big, so that would have been nice, but they were even more expensive. I moved that lantern inside. Seen is it? I'm amazed it still works from last year. Flickering candle. What am I talking about this cobblers for? Yes, bike related matters. Can you see my bike shelter is a lot easier to work on my bike now. Front wheel goes in that corner, so I have all this extra space. Oops, try not to tread on anything. Yes, I noticed I was doing something behind the bike when the lights were on, and I noticed one had pinged out. So that's the first time in the nearly 6 years I've owned it, and had a bit of an embarrassing episode because I went to a bike shop. I won't say who, don't worry. I told the lad I wouldn't reveal who it was. I said, "We've got a bulb for me horn. What sort is it? What sort is it?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Can you look it up on your system? I think it'll be one of these, a bayonet fitting." And I looked. I said, "Oh, that's good. 8 watt and 23-foot brake." I said, "Wow, they're good, powerful ones. I'll have 3. I'll replace them and have 1 spare." Got home, and have you seen these before? The Hornet ones are like that. So the ones I bought were no good, so I just took them back to the shop today for a refund. And Halfords sell them £3 each. They're called 5/8's court bulb. Well, the bike ones, I don't know if you can see that, because of the extra vibration bikes get. I mean, car ones absorb shocks easier, don't they? You go down a pothole in a car, it is bad, but not that bad. But on a bike, boing, and that's what blows your filaments. So therefore, on bike ones, you have a little extra bar in the middle to support the 5 watter, whereas a 21 watt brake light is quite thick and chunky, so that doesn't need one. You won't be able to see, will you? But there's a little bar inside. So I was hoping the bike shop would have them, because I went on that website. I used Dobles, any original parts like them brake pins I got. Dobles, if you type in on the Google search bike, Honda bike parts, it comes up, and it turns out the website is run by Dobles in somewhere down south, and they have the microfiches of every single bike you can ever think of. So I put in Honda Hornet 2002, Honda 900, blah blah, and they all come up. And in there, the 193 VAT's extra. So what's that, 20%? Another 20p, another 40p rather, £2. And yet Halfords are £3. Oh yeah, I'm going to say, the reason I didn't send for any from Doble is they charge £6.99. Whatever you want, the post is £6.99. Or post plus handling. So I'm not paying £6.99 extra for 2 bloody bulbs. But I'm just wondering, are they going to last without that little support bar? So I'll just replace one for now, see how it goes. I thought if it pings out, I'll have to send to Doble, won't I? Have you ever seen a bike fitment like that? It's called a wedge. ECE. It said Stanley, but Stanley just a name you see everywhere on bike lenses and everything. That says Stanley. Stanley. But what a weird bulb. It would have been nice if they were bayonet, because like I said, them at the shop, I said, wow, 8 watts by 23, they're nice and bright. But no, these are 21.5. But have you seen them before? Wedge. They're like G9 halogen bulbs, aren't they? You get in fancy light fittings around the house. And they just slot in. I've tested it, it works, but another little problem. Of course, the gasket dropped out. And it doesn't appear to be slotted. Well, there's that there. But I think that's just an old impression. You know, from the sharp edge of that. It's not actually a shaped gasket, it was probably tubular. And could I get the bugger back in? It was disappearing here, disappearing up there. So what I've just done, I've been inside, got some of this Prit. Well, it's called a glue stick, it's just a cheap version of Prit, you know, the non-sticky stuff. It's like a white gunge. And I've got some on a cotton bud and dabbed all round there. All around the little recess, so hopefully it's sticky. Although there is a little drain hole. Hang on. Drain hole's there. Is it that way? Oh, it's that way. Let's have a look. Oh, on there, the drain hole's there. And yet there's a little gap here. So the drain hole's that side, right? Should I continue filming while I'm faffing about with this? There might be some bad language. Theoretically it should stick in the sticky stuff, shouldn't it? Is that clean cotton bud, or should I use this? No, I won't use a sticky one. Clean cotton bud. Oops. Oh God, it's left a little gap. That's the idea where the drain hole is, can you see? Probably not. I was thinking of using grease, you know, something sticky. Oops, where's that gone? It's stuck all the way around. Oops, missed a bit there. Apart from there. Oh, there we are. Awkward sod. Where's that Prit? I must have missed a bit. So, have you done this before? Taking a light fitting off gaskets. I've pinged out. Get on the bloody end. Rub it in the recess. Clean cotton bud. that's got it. And then carefully put this back in. Try not to snag anything. It is it that way? Oh, it can't be. Ah, that's it. And there we are, gasket stayed where it was. I should put a bit of black paint on them, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's strange though, the first time it's blown in its lifetime probably. You can feel it, the rubbery squidge, right? Must have located okay. I just thought, oops, shit, I'll scratch the lens. I thought I'd just do this as a little upload, in case you're going to do something similar. If the gasket pops out, and you're wondering how to stick it, like I said, I was going to use that sticky red grease. I suppose you could use that. Sticky red grease on a cotton bud. Or Pritz for the non-sticky stuff. Or a roller Pritz, like I said, some cheap stuff from the pound shop. Glue stick. Right, so, just to show you again, you see, the weird bulb from 2002. And when I went back for a refund for them 3 bayonet bulbs, I've never seen one like that before. I'm the first one to ask for them. Yes, you see. But they're still relatively cheap. You think they'd be about £5 each, but no, Halfords £3. And online £1.93 plus VAT, which 20% extra 40p. So there we are. So that's a spare now in case I go down another. It's clanging down bloody potholes, that's what it is. Can I get up? It's the handle. We're going back to work. I'm not used to exerting myself. After 2 weeks off, although I did this demolition job, didn't I? My little garden wall. Let's pull that in. Working fine. As are them, and they're my Eagle Eye LEDs, £1.95 a pair. Still working fine, pleased to say. Oops, bloody hell. I keep banging my head on this canopy I made. So I've put some extra turf on that corner because I kept banging my head there. That's pulled in a long way. I took the brakes apart last night while the World Cup was on. I was messing with my brakes and I've squirged them with that degreaser and my disc brake cleaner. And like I said, I've got that special tool for turning the pistons round, but I just couldn't budge them. And I thought, I'm not faffing about. So I cleaned the best I could with that toothbrush and the solvent. And I sort of loosen them up, but obviously they need a proper working or even replacement. And what I did, when I said about the pads whirring unevenly, and one pad was angled that way and the other was the opposite way, I switched them round. So they'll be whirring in the opposite direction now. They were wedge shaped, which was weird, and someone said maybe your disc is buckled. Can you see where it's not worn? There's a shadow halfway down because it's not pressing on that part. Weird. And I thought it was because the pistons weren't pushing out with equal pressure on all four. The other one's fine. You see the shine, I think. As long as it's, I mean, instead of worrying about it, I think I'm going to think to myself, as long as it's stopping the bloody bike, and plus I'm not one of them riders that go crazy speeds and then jam the anchors on anyway, and I use the back brake more than the front. If not equal, both equal. So as long as it's stopping the bike, I'm not even going to worry about it. Nothing's going to fail and send me flying over the handlebars, I don't think. But ideally I should replace all the pistons and have them stripped out and replace all the seals. Pain in bloody ass. That's the problem of having an old bike. Everything goes pear-shaped at once. I'll tell you what happened here when I had that shower curtain here with this design on, the tropical design on. With that wind we had, Storm Hector, it billowed out, knocked something off my shelf and dinged the bloody tank. Can you see there? You might as well just see in this light. So I took it off and put it here like a double skin, and it's slightly lower so it sort of, the rainfall shouldn't even enter here. Ooh, what's dropped off there? Peg. That won't ding me tank. Anyway, sorted. Where's that square light? Did I pick it up? Oh, it's there, I won't tread on it. So there you are, if you're stuck, go to Halfords, get a car one. Just because it doesn't have that support doesn't mean it's going to blow, but I'll play it by ear and see. But bike shops, no, is it an unusual bulb? Please tell me what you know. Bike shops should have a stock of them, 580. But it said also 380 and 580, no, 380 stroke 580, so I think they're both the same. Wedge, they're called. 12-volt wedge ECE. Have you seen them before? Or is it unique to the Hornets? Huh? Weird, isn't it? I think I've filmed long enough. I just thought I'd do it as a point of interest. Have you seen them bulbs before? So there we are, that's all for today. Bye for now.